Right, as you can see, I've got lots of solar lights around my lawn, basically all over the place really, running off the shed solar power system. I do get problems with connections when vermin bite through cables. I've joined in with several things over the past, and you get water ingress and electrolysis and things go wrong, so I'm trying to find a better way of doing this. So let's just go to the video and see what I've come up with. Well, hello and welcome back to Frank in the Shed. Now, as you can see from the start of the video, I have lots of garden solar lights in the garden, and they are prone to vermin chewing through the wires because they're hardwired into the shed. Now, my normal repair is the connector block of this type, and then connect them in. Obviously, cut where the mouse has or rat has bit the wire, and then connect them in. I'm normally spraying with copper-based grease, which, believe it or not, doesn't short the terminals, but you get the electrolysis on the neutral wire, which then they lose connection and stuff. So I thought to myself, well, okay, I'll crimp them to make a repair, but then you get water ingress and you get the same problem. So I thought, well, what's the best way of soldering outside apart from dragging an extension lead out, taking your soldering iron outside and so on. So I thought, well, could I use a blowtorch? I know you can get these gas soldering irons, but I've got no interest really in buying one of those. I have got a little blowtorch. There it is. So I thought, could I use that? Make a nice solder joint, which is obviously very strong when you're soldering wire, and use some heat shrink tubing to make a good seal, because I've got some clear heat shrink tubing. I'll just show you that, which is this, and it's one of those ones that shrink down to 3 times its size, its original size, and then it's also impregnated with a glue inside, so it forms a watertight seal. So I thought, well, okay, so I'm going to experiment with that. This is a cable that I use for all the outside solar lights excuse me, which is hardwired in the garden from the shed solar power system. It's just speaker wire, that's it there. So I thought, right, let's experiment. So let's just strip that. And strip that. I have tried this before. Let's give those a bit of a twist now. And I thought, well, I'll just twist them together like you would do with a soldering iron, and then run some solder over them. I know the blowtorch is excessive heat. I thought, right, I'll give it a go. So let's just twist those over, as I would as if I was soldering with an iron. I thought, oh, let's just twist those together like that, and then just grab a bit of solder. And just wrap that around where I've twisted it. Not in any sort of fashion, but just so that it sort of covers the joint, or the twists in the cable, if you like. And then warm it gingerly with a blowtorch. And what happens is this. Stick that down there. Well, amazingly, that's worked. I just can't believe that. Because the first time I tried it, the solder just, because it was so hot, it just run off and didn't join. But that, to be fair, it's a very good join. But what I came up with, because I'm not saying that's going to be reliable, is this. So do the same with the other ends of that. Actually, that's not too bad. That's quite good. But any road up, a bit more solder. The first couple of times I tried that, it just disintegrated and melted and run off the joint. So I did the same again, like so. And you can see that. And I thought, what can I shield that from the initial heat of the blowtorch? So I thought, well, tin foil. So just grabbed a bit of tin foil. Let's trim that down a bit. Just shielded it from the initial heat like that. Just heated that up and peeled that back, and there you got a nice solder joint. That's just made me look an idiot now, but hey ho, never mind. But there, so then what I did after that, so imagine that's a join. Got some of the tubing. Appropriate size, obviously. If it'll go over. Yes, it will. So imagine this is outside. And then, let's get rid of that. Give that a going over. Being careful, obviously, because this is a blowtorch and not a heat gun. Just gingerly go over that. Doesn't look the prettiest, but that is well strong and well waterproof. I have actually tested this in a cup of water, just dipping it in, and there's been no water ingress in there at all, and I've left it in there for over half an hour, and that is like well strong And as you can, I don't know whether you can see that, it's well sealed and nothing can get in there, so that should last a long time, a lot longer than a connector block or a crimp. I know it looks ugly, but that is probably stronger than the wire itself. Just thought I'd share that with you, and see you on the next one.